While the two surveys that we did for the state of the system both tended to suggest that humanitarian agencies were doing fairly well in terms of following the principles, there was also a great deal of concern in the interviewees about increased pressure on the humanitarian principles and increased difficulty in enacting these on the ground. There are a number of things going on here. The first is the increase of course, the Nexus. Increased attempts since the World Humanitarian Summit to bring humanitarian action, development action, and with the triple Nexus, security-related action more closely together. That is leading, particularly the humanitarian development element, is leading to improvements in many areas, and it is leading to humanitarian agencies in many cases working more closely with the state. The cost of that, of course, is that in some cases humanitarian agencies are challenged around issues, particularly issues of independence, and, for example, can find it difficult to provide assistance on the basis of need alone.
We are very aware that states often have whole areas they don't control. So if they decide to build a nexus, they could just simply build the nexus in the areas they control and exclude many people who are suffering beyond the state in areas of armed conflict or opposition areas. That a nexus for us means everybody. Therefore, we are trying to work impartially with all those people affected who are very often beyond the state. That means working with government authorities, but also other parties to conflict to ensure that people have basic access to basic services like health, water, increasingly education as well. So we have to have an impartial nexus. We have to have a nexus that is neutral and concerned for the whole population in need in a state.
If I look at it from a bottom-up perspective, I don't see that this is an issue. You know, it really comes down to talking to the other actors, and the principles in themselves are very universal. In fact, there is a very clear mutual recognition of these principles even within the development sector. At best, it is an issue about raising awareness and mutually understanding what the objectives of each actor are.
So I think the whole problem with the way that we're thinking about this humanitarian development nexus is that we are calling this humanitarian versus development assistance. And what we really should be doing is thinking of the work that we do as solutions to problems. If we think of aid as solutions to problems, and we get the right people around the table to solve those problems, then labels such as humanitarian development, peacekeeping, peacebuilding go away in favor of what capacities do we bring to the table, what expertise do we bring to the table, what values do we bring to the table in order to solve those problems properly.